Jeff back here for you guys. So, interns, earlier we went over deadlift progressions, Now we're going to go over squat progressions. As far as cueing goes, similar things. We're just going to go over as far as how we kind of progressed our young clients or our high school clients or even our college clients. So what you're going to do, first thing, the most basic progression is the wall squat. So we do this a lot with our Quest 10 kids and people who have a lot of dysfunction, just movement imbalances with their squat. So with the wall squat, we're going to teach them proper movement patterns. The main thing on this is just getting our hips back. A lot of times when people squat and have issues, they come forward. Okay, they have a valgus going on, knees collapse, so they're not really turning on their glutes. So what we want to do, one way to kind of teach them that to turn them on is put them on the wall. So they're facing the wall, and depending on how their mobility is, you're going to have them a certain distance. If they have bad mobility, you can back them up. If they have pretty good mobility, they can get close to the wall. But the idea behind this is you have arms down, and you have them really push their hips back away from the wall, and then come back up. Slightly tilt the head up forward, and then once again. So by having them in that direction, it's really forcing them and reminding them that we need to get the hips back. If not, then they're going to collapse into the wall. You don't want that. Alright, so that's the wall squat, anywhere from 10 to 20, or you can time them depending on where we're at in a certain program. Alright, so that's the most basic. Want to make sure feet's pointed straight, everything's in alignment as always, so feet, knees, and hips. So from there, once they have kind of mastered that wall squat, okay, we're kind of cleaning up their movement pattern, now we can go to the goblet squat. Now on this, the reason why we do the goblet squat, okay, and have this in this position here, is it gets their upper back tight. Okay, so we get that natural arch, which is huge when you want to squat. Okay, so you can hold it a couple ways. Usually we'll go with the handle down. So once again, feet are slightly wider than your hips, knees and hips are aligned, and you're just going to squat down, push the hips back, so same things apply. You want to make sure there's a good arch in your back, and then drive up through your heels. Okay, once again, you do the same exact thing. Keep that back tight, and let the round come forward. If not, that means the weight's probably too heavy, and they need to decrease the load. Okay, so that's a huge thing. If they're collapsing and not having tightness in their trunk, we need to probably lighten the load. Alright, so let's say they have kind of run the rack, okay, and they got the heaviest kettlebell and they're still not being challenged, then we can go doubles. Okay, so we can go like a rack position. Once again, the challenge in this is just remaining tight. Okay, so now you're adding an extra load. Key thing is having the elbows kind of packed in. Okay, so you don't want them up here. You want them kind of packed in to activate those lats. Same rules apply. Okay, even though the extra load, push, push, push back, drive through the heels, and then come back up. All right. Once again, do that. Push, 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 push. Drive through the heels and come back up. This is a great choice, especially since we have limited availability using the bar, which we'll get to in a moment. So a great way to kind of load our athletes, okay, whether it be via high school or college, is using two kettlebells instead of one. Now, once again, they're just really proficient getting down and have great mobility, then our ending point should be the barbell. Okay? And once again, if we're fortunate enough to use it, we want to do that because that's where we get the best benefit from using the bar. Okay, so once again, the setup is going to be key here. Alright, once you put yourself under, alright, now it can be high or low. Ideally, you would want it low, okay, but for some people, that's going to be very challenging. So have a high bar position, which is fine. They're going to walk out, depending on how tight they are. Once again, if they have tight hips, you can tell them to slightly turn out their feet a little bit. Alright, and all you're going to do is really push the hips back. Once again, same thing, chest up, keep that arch, and then come back up. Alright, go down, and then come back up. I'm going to give you one more time. Tilt the head up slightly again, activate that upper back, and then walk back in. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so you start on the wall. Okay, if they have a lot of issues going on, then we work our way to kettlebells, then become real proficient in kettlebells, and we go to the bar, assuming we have availability to that. That's pretty much it. Main thing just with the deadlifts, they have to be technically proficient. Alright, if there are any issues with that, then there's no need to progress them. If we need to regress them, that's fine. Okay, remember, quality over quantity in this case. We want our athletes to be economically efficient with our movement. Alright, that's